Izzy is out with Otis, and Van is asleep in the living room, even though it's like 5 o'clock, and that's probably going to be the worst tonight. But I've been wanting to make this video for forever, so I'm going to just start it now. And it's basically about this camera that I got called Widelux. And it's a camera I found at Burlington Camera, and it was kind of on their used shelf at the back, and I was like, that's not like Jeff Bridges' camera, because the only thing I knew about the Widelux is that Jeff Bridges shoots with it, because I looked through his photo book, like the actor Jeff Bridges, and his photos are like incredible. I like geeked out over it, and I bought it, and I put a roll through it, and the results, I developed it, and then I scanned them, and they were so messed up, and it was pretty clear that the camera I bought was just busted. And I don't know what was wrong with it really. There was like a kind of like a blocky choppiness, maybe in the swing of the camera, I'm not really sure. But I was super bummed out, but then found this guy named Bob Watkins, who his company is Precision Camera Works. And he's like one of the few remaining people in the world, I think, that repairs and restores these Widelux cameras. And so I sent it to him, and he basically was like, yeah, it needs to be pretty much fully restored. And so he did that for me, and I got it back, and the box, this is the box, and it's just been sitting on my shelf for about 4 weeks now, because I kind of, you know, it's a pretty unique camera, and so I wanted to make a video about it because I just thought that would be a fun thing to do. And I haven't found the time, but I think I have the time now. Who cares? So this is the camera, it's in the box. I'm gonna open it, and yeah. We'll go with the key. And something else that's kind of cool, also, Mailman's here. Might get a bark of the dog and a knock at the door soon. Holy smokes. They did a great job of packaging it. It's even like a little Ziploc. Adorable. So, here it is. There it is. Sounds... It is shiny. They really cleaned this thing up. So this is the F8 version. And yeah, I guess I'll get into kind of talking about this camera. It's a panoramic film camera. And how it achieves that is you basically... I'll just kind of show you if you can kind of see here. So you wind the camera as such, and then you'll see the lens here basically swings to the right to take the picture on a longer part of the 35mm negative. So you'll kind of see it really fast there. And I mean, that's pretty sick. Right? Just so cool. Okay, and like, to be honest with you, there's not really a whole lot more to it than that. It's kind of an intimidating looking camera, sort of, but really there's 3 shutter speeds, and you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 different f-stops. So you're very limited in what you can do settings wise with this camera. Yeah, I'm just gonna close this up for now, and I think that's it for right now. Found this kind of cool scene with kind of like an old car and some boats and some houses in the back that I feel like might be cool. It's really bright today, and my light meter is saying that even at f11 I should be at like a 1000 of shutter speed. This only goes up to 250, so basically I'm just gonna shoot f11 250 and hope for the best. I do have HP5 in here, so that's a 400 ISO. Probably would be a little better if I had a 100 ISO black and white film stock today, but it is what it is. there's this incredible old car. I'm not sure what it is. It looks like a Buick from the 50s. It's entirely beat up and it's just on this guy's front lawn in front of his house. So because it is a little bit more in the shade here, which is great, my light reading is still f11, but the shutter speed's gone down to 400. Again, I can only go up to 250, but at least we're getting a little closer. So yeah. Actually, I'll shoot over the car, I think. Yeah, it's... see if that works out. Another thing I should mention too is with this camera, I don't know why this is, but apparently if you try to change your shutter speed before you wind the camera, it'll slowly break it basically. It'll mess with the winding or the swing or something like that. So if you do use this camera, you do want to get used to winding it immediately after you take the photo, just so you don't kind of mess it up. So you just want to make sure you wind it first, then change your shutter speed after. Why? I don't know. I feel like I'm just gonna waste one shooting at the camera because it's just like, it's so fun to watch this. This is at 250th, so it's gonna go really, really fast, but ready? It's just fun to look at. Actually, I might try and shoot this bus as it comes by. That's it. That's the Widelux. That's the first proper roll I've put through it, and it's a lot of fun to shoot with. A few things I will say from the experience of just putting one roll through it, which might not be fair, but framing, the viewfinder, it might just be me, but the viewfinder does seem to be a little off. Like the images that I ended up with seem just a little different than what I was looking at through the viewfinder, which is fine, but compositionally you might have to do a little cropping in post to get it kind of back to where you thought it was going to be. But yeah, so like, you know, super rare, fun camera to use. I've never used a panoramic film camera or panoramic any camera before aside from my iPhone, so it was a lot of fun to do a panoramic photo with film. So obviously, if you're into panoramic photography and film, this might be a great camera for you. As I said, I had a great time with it. It is a bit of an investment and they are kind of hard to find, and a lot can go wrong with them. So I'd probably just say make sure that you're really going to use it and shoot with it often, because it would suck to buy something like this and just have it sit on the shelf. But yeah, it's built great. It's just cool to look at and conversation starter maybe as well. But yeah, really solid camera and I like it a lot. So that's it for the video. I had a lot of fun making this, and I think I'm gonna maybe try and make more of these in the future because I don't have much else to do, so love you. I also wanted to say that if the audio started sounding better as the video went on, I kind of bought a microphone halfway through making the video, so that's why. Like and subscribe.